So, I figured I'd make a quick video about the recent shootings here in America. There's been like three mass shootings, police standoff, shit like that. Like all within like the same week. It was pretty interesting that it all went down at one time. Um, Gun control is a very convoluted issue because at what point would society be safer with no guns? I mean, there are a lot of European countries that citizens don't have guns, maybe the exception of farmers and police or whatever. But so yes, would the murder rates go down? Would that help prevent mass shootings? Absolutely, it would. But the problem with that is, if you disarm America, one, America was founded on firearms, right? That is how we became America, was with our bullets and our blood. Um, does that mean that as a society we can't change? The problem is if you disarm America, first off, I don't give a fuck the losses. I'm not giving you my guns. Zero fucking chance it's ever going to happen. All right? Now, there's a lot of people who think that way too, which makes it impossible because if you try to disarm America, the only people that will continue to possess firearms are probably going to be the majority, except for, your backwood rednecks like me, police and criminals and military. Now, I don't want to live in a society where criminals and cops and military have the firearms, because then you can't defend yourself. Now, again, it's a convoluted problem because, the mass murders have to, stop, these random acts of violence and shooting and shit like that. Of course, it's tragic, it's terrible, but problem is we were founded on firearms, all right? It's in our Constitution, right? And I'm telling you, it's never going to fucking happen. There are just too many people like myself that will never, ever give up my firearms. You may never see it. I may have a better hiding place for it, but you ain't get my fucking guns. No fucking way. Because I do believe as not just an American, but as any citizen, you should have the right to defend yourself with lethal force. Now, I guess we could all carry swords and shit. Revert back to a few hundred years ago, right? Or 600 years ago, whatever. Again, if there was a way to make sure that everybody, including the cops, including maybe not the military because that's a little different, but if the cops and civilians, all right, the military is a little different problem because we have to protect our country, right? But cops and civilians would all throw their guns in the ocean. I would, if I was absolutely 100% fucking guaranteed that that's what's going to happen. I would. But I can absolutely 100% guarantee you that's never going to fucking happen. So why am I going to disarm myself? Because, occasionally we have these mass shootings, which are tragic, but I think the solution is in continuing to make guns harder for criminals to get. See, but then that's another problem. They're fucking criminals. You think they're going to go through the Brady Law, and then you think they're going to go through this and, putting higher restrictions. I think it will help, but if you're a criminal, you're most likely just going to pick your guns up off the street, right? You probably have other criminal friends. Criminal friends tend to stockpile contraband like firearms, drugs, shit like that most of your average Joe won't bother to go buy. No, I'm not walking the street. Now, I rarely carry myself like out in public. Just 'cause California is not gun friendly, and it just causes too many problems. But rest assured, you fucking kick open this door, yeah, it's going to spell bad news for you. And I'm not giving up that right, because without that, what am I going to protect myself with? My family, my loved ones, and it is a tricky question, and I can see where both sides are coming from, but this is America, all right? There are European countries that, are for the most part armed free and have a lower murder percentage. I get it, but that's not how this country was founded, and these guns have been around a long fucking time, and they're gonna stay around. So it's the problem. You're not gonna disarm America. It's never gonna happen. There's way too many rednecks like me that, for the most part, are law-abiding citizens. But again, I'm not giving you my fucking gun. You can fuck off. I don't care if you make it illegal. I don't care what you say. I don't care what bill goes into pass. I don't care what laws. No. America. No, but seriously. So that's it. I mean, if there was a way that we could magically make all the guns in the world disappear, I'd do it. But that's never, ever gonna fucking happen. So what we need to do is make it hard for criminals to get guns, which is gonna be a whole fucking tricky problem because they're fucking criminals. Right? They're not gonna go through our fucking laws. They're not gonna go through the process. It's like the immigration problem. Okay? Well, that's a problem too, but do you think people who are coming into this country illegally give two fucks about a work visa? No, they don't. And I live in San Diego, 20 minutes from Mexico. I know. So, there's no easy way, no easy solution. There isn't. And if somebody thinks that there's an easy solution, they're fucking naive. And that's to put it nicely. So that's my take on the gun control issue. I don't think there's going to be a resolution anytime soon. I don't. And I don't believe the alt-right or the alt-left thinking like, oh, they're trying to disarm us. No, I don't think so. I think it's just it's a political issue now, and it's, presidential elections coming up. A lot of elections are coming up. People are going to be taking sides. People are going to be pushing extremes because they're trying to get a vote. But at the end of the day, cops, military, and criminals will always have guns. And if that's going to be the case, then I'm always going to have a gun, which I do.